welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a bright look for you guys. So many of you have requested for me to do something a little bit brighter. So today I am here to deliver. I am going to be delivering this bright look to you guys. So I decided to do a golden yellow color on the lid, and on the inner tear ducts I used a lighter purple color, and I used a purple color on the lips as well. So hopefully this is bright enough for you guys. I love this look because although it is bright, I feel like it's very wearable. So for this video, I have partnered with NitraaB, which is a brand that can be purchased at Target. And then they also have a website. I used a few of their products throughout the tutorial and I was really impressed. One thing in particularly that I was impressed with was their foundation. Now you guys know that I am such a foundation junkie. I'm all the time trying new foundations. So I definitely wanted to give this one a try, and I will say I was highly impressed. So this is the Stay Perfect foundation, and it's a really nice foundation. I've worn it for about a week or so because I normally like to wear it for a few days before I actually come on here and talk about it. But yeah, I've been wearing it for a few days and it is really awesome. So I will say that the coverage on it is medium to buildable. Now you guys know that I am a full coverage type of person when it comes to foundation. So with this foundation, I did find myself kind of having to build up the coverage, but it's definitely buildable. Like, you can get full coverage out of it. Also, this foundation is for all skin types. Me, myself, I'm like a combination oily. I'm oily in my T-zone, but everywhere else I feel like I'm pretty much normal. So when I first applied it to my skin, the consistency of it was different. It's not really a runny consistency, but it's not thick either, so it's pretty much in between. So I do like that about it. It is a lightweight foundation, meaning that it's going to give you the coverage, but it doesn't make you feel heavy. So it's going to be perfect for spring and summertime, since the hot days are pretty much upon us. And if you live in the South, then I know you know about the heat in the summertime. Like, it is definitely no joke. And then this foundation also has an SPF of 15 in it. So yeah, I just kind of wanted to talk about it a little bit before we got into the tutorial. But overall, pretty great foundation. I'll talk about it a little bit more in the tutorial. I also used their concealer because the foundation shade I got was Toffee, and it was a little bit dark for me, so I evened it out with my concealer, which is something that you can do anytime you have a foundation that might be a wee bit dark. So yeah, I love this look. I hope you guys love it as well. It's something out of my comfort zone because I normally stick to neutral. So I hope you guys enjoy this look, and we're going to go ahead and jump into it. So I already primed my eyes to make sure that my eyeshadow lasts all day. So the first eyeshadow I'm applying is from Makeup Geek, and it's called Purely Naked, and this is just going to be my transitional shade, which is a step that I always take whenever I'm doing my eyeshadows. So directly on top of the transitional shade, I'm going to apply another eyeshadow. It's also by Makeup Geek, and this is Cocoa Bear. So I'm just going to sweep this in my crease area, and I'm also going to bring it down onto my lid area as well. Then I go in with a clean, large, fluffy brush and just blend out any harsh lines. And blending's always key. You know, you always want to make sure you're blending. The next eyeshadow I'm going to be using is also by Makeup Geek, and this is a foiled eyeshadow, and it's called Fortune Teller. It's so beautiful, you guys. I absolutely love it. It's like a bright yellow color, kind of like a yellow gold, but you just want to make sure that you're patting this eyeshadow all over your lid area to make sure that you get the full color payoff. And I'm going to do a little bit of wing action for this tutorial. So I'm using my Ink It liner by Kat Von D, and I love this liner. It's really nice and dark and really easy to use. It makes doing a wing liner really simple. So I love this pen, and I've had it for quite some time, and I've noticed that it hasn't dried out. So that's always a great thing. So now I'm going to begin prepping my real eyelashes for the big dramatic fake eyelashes that we're going to be using in this tutorial. And I'm just using the MAC Hot and Naughty mascara, which I love this mascara. It is really great for elongating your eyelashes. And the fake eyelashes that I'm using in this video are the Slayla Lashes by Flutter Lashes, and these things are so gorgeous. They're very dramatic, so if you don't like a dramatic lash, you're not gonna like this one. So for the primer, I'm using this e.l.f. Tone Adjusting Face Primer, and I decided to use this one because my skin has been problematic here lately, so I just wanted to use this one because it kind of cancels out any red. For the foundation, I'm going to be using the No. 7 Stay Perfect Foundation, which you guys heard me talk about a little bit in the intro of this video. Now, what I will say about this foundation is it is medium to buildable coverage, as you guys will see. I went back with a second layer and it really gave me the coverage that I need because I have some dark hyperpigmentation on my cheek areas. So I'm always looking for something that's pretty full coverage. Now I will say that it takes this foundation a minute to kind of set, which I guess could be a great thing because it makes it easier to work with. You don't have to worry about having to work really fast. So yeah, it kind of looks like it's not set here, but that's because it's not. Like, it literally took it about a good minute and a half to really set. So because the foundation that I was using was a little bit darker, I decided to get my concealer shade a little light so that it would kind of balance everything out. And the concealer that I'm using is also by No. 7, and I like this concealer. It's very lightweight, but as you guys can tell, it gives you coverage, but it's not like cakey or anything like that. So I'm just applying the concealer in my normal highlighted areas underneath the eyes, on the forehead, and also on the chin area. So I just blend that out. Then I like to go back with a brush and just make sure that there's no lines of demarcation. And I'm probably gonna do that now. Now that that's done, I'm going to take the Studio Fix powder in the shade C5 and I'm going to set my concealer just to make sure that it doesn't crease. And I love using this to set my under eye because literally there is no creasing once you use this powder. Like, it is going to set and lock everything, and I just like to be extra. So after doing that, I go in with my Sacha Buttercup and I just kind of tap it on top of the Studio Fix powder, and it's a lot, but it looks really flawless, you guys. It looks so nice in pictures and also in real life, so I love doing this. And of course, you've got to bronze up the skin. So I'm using the Bobbi Brown bronzing powder in the shade Deep 04. And I love this because it isn't too red and it's not too brown. It's like perfect, and it makes you look so sun-kissed by the sun. So I really love using this bronzer, and I just apply it to the hollows of my cheeks and then also on my forehead as well. And the brush that I'm using is from Morphe. I'm not sure the exact number, but I will try to list the brushes below as well. Now we're going to contour the face a little bit, and I'm using the Kat Von D shade and light palette, and I like to mix a combination of the second shade and the third shade, and it gives me my perfect contour shade. And I'm using my NARS Ita brush. Love using this for contouring. As I always say, like, an elephant could contour with this brush because it makes it so easy. And now I'm just taking an angled brush and contouring the sides of my nose, just to give it a little bit more a shape and definition. And to make the look a little bit more fun, I'm taking this light frosty purple shade, also by Makeup Geek, called Black Light, and I'm just applying it to the inner corners of my eyes, and I just love the way that it looks. I think it just goes very well with the yellow shade, and I love this color. This was actually my first time using that eyeshadow, and it's really beautiful color. And because there's so much going on the top of the eye, I feel like it's only appropriate to kind of smoke out the bottom lash line as well. So I'm using an eyeshadow from Makeup Geek, and this one's called Americano. And I'm just using a pencil brush, and I am just diffusing that color underneath there, just so it will have a more blown out and I guess dramatic smoky look. Now I'm going to go in with my Makeup Geek eyeliner pencil in black, and I'm just going to apply this to my bottom waterline. And I'm just applying a little bit of mascara to my bottom lashes just so they can kind of compensate for the big lashes that we have going on top. For my blush, I'm going to be using this color by MAC called Melba, which is a beautiful peachy kind of orange shade. And I love how peach shades look on my skin complexion. And for my highlight today, I'm mixing a combination of the shades from this bronzer compact that I have by number 7. And I like the way that it looks because it's not too silvery. It has some bronziness to it, so it turned out really pretty on my skin complexion. And for my lips, I'm using one of the new shades by Anastasia Beverly Hills, and this one is called Madison, and it's the liquid lipstick, and I think this color is so beautiful. I think it is absolutely gorgeous, and I think it really complements the golden yellow color we have on the lids. Alright you guys, so that concludes this look. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, then be sure to give this video a big thumbs up. And obviously, if you made it to the end and you're not subscribed, then what are you waiting for? You obviously love me and I love you back, so go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Thank all of my oldies but goodies for tuning in. I love you guys all so much, and I will talk to you in the next video. Bye! Hey! It kind of sounds like a song when I say hey, hey. But anywho, welcome back to my